our yoga center practice starting Saturday. So in the meantime, you hopefully have received the email and you have all the information needed. We're going to change all the entries for if you're maintaining your Zoom uh, participation to enter through a Zoom link, the new Zoom link. So you have to enter it. I believe the Zoom changed a little bit, so I'm not sure how it's going to work out if you do it every time or is only a single time. I think it's just a single time registration. So just do it that way so you can participate in the yoga classes. Those from a different angle, so a different camera. We're trying to figure out how that best works. So just your feedback will be very important to know how well that's working out for you. And I know that we're going to have issues with voice and microphone too. We have bought some other things to help out and see if that works out that way. So very gently, without any delay, to have the physical body just engage into, again, to bring our attention into our body, right? We're all over the place. I am all over the place all the time. And it's so easy for me to forget my yoga practice when I'm engaged into business and when I'm engaged into household things, into my daily life things, survival mode, and all those things that happen in the meantime. But how do I refocus, and how this time for us, or for me at least, and for maybe for you too, that you share this time for yourselves into our yoga practice, is to come back into that centeredness. And so, and we were talking earlier at the beginning of the chanting by sharing short videos of Maharaji's speeches, snapshots of Maharaji's speeches, just to give a little bit of context from his own words. But he was saying how important it is to come back into the practice, to be able to have an association. We're talking about relating ourselves to something. So if we're constantly looking, for example, CNN news, all we're going to think about is what happened in Florida, what is happening in Africa, what is happening into the South Asia, what is happening in South America, what is happening down the street on the next state over. We're going to just be thinking about all these politics that we have very little effect in our lives, right? Us as individuals have very little control over other human beings' lives or the way they think in terms of acting directly onto them. I'm not saying that having a position or having your alignment into whatever your personal beliefs are is important, but that direct effect we can only have into ourselves. So if we are associating constantly into that one thing, our mind is only going to be on that direction. So being mindful that we are coming to our yoga practice and we are associating ourselves into the things that yoga might mean to you. And yoga might mean, again, that connection, that we are withdrawing, that we're taking for a second all these other layers, all these other things that we think we can accomplish externally, forgetting that the biggest and most important role is to look internally, to change our world from the inside out. How do we expect to give something to somebody else that we do not have? And so that is the constant struggle for us, right? We go to somebody else for counsel. We go to somebody else for a little bit of happiness, and we go to work for happiness. We do these activities in our lives for happiness. And then without forgetting that the happiness is not to be found outside. That's very diminishing in every second, in every instant. That same event that gave happiness once is going to decrease, as we were saying earlier. So the only thing that can actually give us that constant is that introspection, to feel that your body, in through your yoga breathing, into your yoga movement, allows and trains itself to come inwardly, to forget about the other things that we have very little control over, and to surrender those instead, and to really concentrate into our spiritual life. And the deeper we go into it, the more internal we become, the more in depth we can actually observe our mind, our senses, our intellect to be surrendered to that idea. The more we associate, the more we can just open up an abandonment, just dive into the sense of divine love. And maybe the body needs to move a little bit to the side, and maybe the torso moves towards your left side if your body chooses to go to your left side. And maybe we can allow the body to just stretch that right side of your abdomen, the right side of your ribs, the right side of your hip, of your leg, as the body exists. And so what does it feel like when the body moves to that side? And what are we holding? Are we gently breathing all the way out and feel that your body, your spine, and your muscles, and your neck, and your entire joints move to the side? And then with an inhalation, we open gently the shoulders, and you feel your body just breathing into this position to then exhale, to conscious, to gain attention, to pay attention as deeply and subtly into that just exhalation out. And the body maybe raises up when your next breath in, and you gently feel. What does it feel for your body to come back to center? Can I exhale into the center position, just let go and surrender all these defending kind of mentality that we have to poise and present and become sometimes warriors for these causes, when the only and most important part, as we understand in the yoga philosophy, is to really that self-transformation, that God realization. And let the body exhale one last time. And the inhalation slowly extends and opens. And the body exhales to the right side, and feel the right hand and the right elbow, maybe the left side to extend. And you feel all the parts of the body that are moving. And how comfortable or uncomfortable is the body as you move into the position? Can you allow and move and shift and adapt your body to that place of extension? And can you breathe in? And let go, let your body go from all the heart tension and all the closing in and all the, again, building of layers inside of us. Can I allow myself to genuinely just abandon the exhale into this pose, and letting my body inhale when I breathe in, and slowly come back to center if my body is ready to come back to center as this breath enters. And the exhalation slowly empties, and I can feel my body very, very gently active through the torso, active through the shoulders, and I can feel my knees rolling gently and extending my legs slowly in front of my body, stretching them out. And I observe my torso to be long and extended, and feel that my hands slowly on the right is gently going to inhale forward as it shifts and crosses over, allowing it to hang on my left shoulder, and let the elbow and shoulder to slowly drop, and let my left hand, the opposite hand, to come and support that elbow, that shoulder, that forearm, that arm, and press slowly towards my chest. And I can feel how my left knee contracts and then slowly crosses over easily towards the right leg. So my left leg crosses, bending the knee, crossing the left foot over, and until the body feels the extension on that left side, and my right elbow and right forearm and right tricep or right shoulder softly leans towards the direction of that left thigh or inner thigh. And so how does it feel to come a little bit closer and rounding my spine? And what are the muscles that are being pulled and extended? And where is the resistance? Can I still be active through my toes? So my toes are remaining active and supporting the ankle, the knee, the thigh, when my body is ready to exhale. Can I feel the abdomen? Can I feel the twist? Can I feel that my body reaches a little bit deeper? And with every second, the muscles of my back, the alignment of my spine, the pressure that I hold my shoulders, the jaw that draws in, the neck that lengthens, slowly create a little bit of more length. And I am open a little bit deeper. And I soften my mind and my intellect into this position. Can I allow my breath to just gently, to kindly, to stop any reaction, and to, if you notice anything coming up, allow it to just shift it and turn it into a gentle exhalation, and soften your facial expression, and soften your heart, and soften your breath, Last long extension, when your body is now able to comfortably reach into this position, slowly come back. And then very, very gently with your body slowly moving first your arm and your shoulder and your torso, releasing the upper body and taking your left leg again with both hands if needed to extend gently in front. Exhale all the way through. Bring your arms slowly forward in front of your body towards the sky. Raise them as tall as your body needs to, with your elbows as bent or as extended as they need to. Finding your tummy, finding your torso. Last long deep breath. And allow the exhale to bring your arms very gently forward in the opposite direction, gently towards the ground, allowing then your left arm to inhale wide and exhale all the way across your body until it touches the right shoulder. And so why do we exaggerate the movement? Can I feel and engage all the muscles that move that side? And can I inhale my right hand into my elbow or any part of my left arm, and as I exhale, I slowly soften and bring that elbow and arm closer in. Can I just feel by the range of movement that my body is actually engaging those muscles? And I'm not just moving or following somebody, but I'm really thinking about the movement. Can I feel that my right knee slowly flexes and brings off the ground and crosses over? It doesn't matter how far, it doesn't matter how deep, it doesn't matter how flexed that leg needs to be or how forceful I think I need to be in that position, maintaining the spine, feeling the comfort of that knee, feeling the flexion of that hip, and maybe as the body exhales, the left elbow then comes towards the thigh and towards the knee or towards the inner thigh or towards the hip or glute, and let your body slowly exhale. And the head drops and feel like your body, jaw and neck and all the entire structure of the spine lengthens. And can I feel kindly, where is it pulling from? Is my left foot active? Are my toes on the left foot still being able to be moved and supported? Is my kneecap and hips and shoulders able to lengthen? Can I feel the entire fascia? That every part of my body is connected. There is not a disjointed part of my body, that even realizing in this position that by simply maybe shifting my eyebrows, that affects the position of my forehead and the entire skull muscles. Maybe it's the tongue, and maybe it's the jaw, and maybe it's the head dropping deeper into my chest that extends all the fascia along my spine and back area, maybe realigns that one vertebrae that is slightly off, or maybe you can feel the connection of your ribs coming into that vertebrae column and how the lungs support that in the position of your hand or the elbow, or the shoulder, or the entire spine helps and supports. Can I find my abdominal cavity to slowly press towards the lower back? In your last long exhalation, can you feel your body really opening? What are the thoughts that come to mind right now? What are the memories or ideas or reactions? And see if your body inhales. And then slowly opens up one more time into upright position. And let the hands and arms release very, very gently. Allow your body to slowly undo your right knee by holding it, by using your hands, by allowing the legs to slowly settle. Very nice. Allow kindly for your feet to slowly cross over ankle. Doesn't matter which foot first. And let your feet come in, bend your knees, and feel like your hands come just behind your hips to slowly soften your body behind. And let your tailbone on the ground, and see what happens when the body is ready to exhale into position, and your knees inhale slowly towards your chest, exhaling your thighs closer towards your tummy. The elbows are never forced. Your jaw draws in, your jaw moves towards your chest, contracting your belly. Can you feel that you're shortening the space between the bottom of your sternum and to the pubic bones? That space is contracted, that you're shortening that distance, that your body slowly exhales. And what happens to the back muscles when that happens? Are you using your thighs? Are you tensing your eyes? Are you concentrating on something else by opening your eyes really wide, or grinding your teeth and thinking about your elbows and shoulders? Or can you slowly and gently refocus? Breathe in, pay attention, observe your body. One more time, allow the exhalation. What are the thoughts that come to mind, and can you let them go? Exhale, exhale, and then inhale, stretch your legs all the way out, and do your ankles Exhale, slowly stretch, open your legs as wide as comfortable as you breathe in, and then let your hands walk slowly forward, maybe towards your thighs, maybe towards your knees, maybe towards your shins, maybe towards your ankles, maybe towards your toes, maybe towards the front of your body. And the body exhales, and now you're allowing the back, instead of being rounded forward, which is a perfect good option for your body to let those muscles stretch and your head to drop, and just feel the extension of the fascia, of the muscles, of the tendons, of the ligaments, finding your abdominal muscles to support, or maybe for some of us, the spine lengthens and you can feel that your chest lifts a little bit farther and your chest lengthens away from the hips. And maybe the body is able to exhale slowly to the position to not put pressure on the shoulders themselves, but to lighten up the shoulders, but maybe opening the arms a little bit wider, maybe opening the spine a little bit longer by realigning the head, that you're able to breathe in and you sit. And so what does it feel to just let your body for a second process the sitting position, to let your muscles, is the side on the right or the left, feel different? Do they feel a different part? Can you look with your mind's eye? What does it look like to activate those toes, the feet, the ankles, the shins, the knees, the thighs? Can you let your body one more time to exhale into the position? Maybe your right hand comes a little bit farther in front of your body. And you can shift your right hand to support you. And the left hand to come gently behind you, behind over the left leg, maybe all the way towards the knee, or maybe all the way behind the glute, all the way far back, or any. And your body starts towards that left side with your elbows soften, your shoulders widen, so you're really leading with your heart. And what does it mean? What do you hear when you're asking your body to lead with your heart? What does it mean to align the body in a way that is not just only physical, but it's through your energy, that your extension comes and you're letting softly pressure and tension be released. And you're not guarding, you're not immediately in protect. Do not go that far that your body has to come back and protect and hold tight to things. Just go far enough until your body trusts the movement. That you're allowing your breath to lengthen through the crown, that you're allowing the tailbone area to really support gently towards the floor. In your last long deep breath, open your shoulders so your chest leads forward. And as your body exhales, kindly bring your body to walk your fingers in, to slowly come back to center, to feel your body long and extended. Maybe your torso stays tall, your spine realigns, and maybe the back of the hands are going to raise towards the sky as if the back of the hands are going to touch each other above the head with your elbows as bent as you need to, but the back of the hands touch gently, fingernails align, and you find alignment. And so what happens when your body sits tall in this position, your abdomen retracts and your lower back lengthens rather than arches down, and feel your tailbone area to support. One more time, breathe. So what does it feel to anchor and to feel the heels of your feet, the calves, the hamstrings, the glutes onto the ground? One more time, observe your body really elongating. Observe the tummy coming in. Last time, breath in. And then exhale, release your left hand slightly forward, your right hand towards the right side of your body. Doesn't matter how far, is your measurement, is your body. You know exactly gradually how your body can actually look towards the right side. And then your shoulders widen and your spine starts moving very softly until your body is able to hold a natural and extended position. And that's as far as your body needs to go. And then observe what happens. What is the part that is holding you back? What is the part that is resisting the movement? Can you feel the heels, the calves, the hamstrings anchored to the ground? Can I feel my sitting bones into the floor, and then opening the left arm forward, the right arm back, and the abdomen supporting the jaw drawn in, the crown of the head moving away from the glutes? Are your shoulders able to open and let your body lead with its heart? And so what does it mean? What do you hear? How do you connect to that feeling? Can you observe? Can you recognize when have you actually come and led activities of your day with your heart, not with your intellect, as limited as that may be in my case, not with anything else, not just functional movement, not just moving the body mindlessly, that we are connecting and dedicating every one of our actions into a spiritual way to, as we have said many times, spiritualizing even this simple movement. Can you let your body adjusting and feel how those muscles, how those tendons are reacting? And how far is too far? And find and experiment into what it feels like to be in this position. Last two breaths. Again, learning to surrender with your breath, to let your body just do its thing in your last long inhalation. As we breathe out, final breath to release all tension, and then walk your hands and fingers and arms to help your torso. Your back is not doing anything. Slowly come back to center. So what are the things that immediately come to mind? What are the things that we're occupying, that are occupying our attention or tend to come in? And raise your arms wide so the back of the hands slowly look towards each other. Maybe your thumbs interlace and your fingers interlace above the head, as long as the back of the hands are looking towards each other. Breathing in, exhale all the way through. When your body finds both sides of the shoulders, you're resetting the leg muscles that you stretched, right? You're feeling the right leg and the left leg equally. You were extending the right side a little bit deeper this last time. Can you feel both feet, both legs? Can you observe your tummy? Can you observe your rib cage? Long extension through the crown. And when I say those things, what does that remind you of? What can you connect to in your body that creates that deep, deep movement? And then slowly allow your elbows, your hands, your arms to slowly soften. You're bringing the arms towards the sides of your hips and legs. And one more time, allowing your body to slowly cross one foot over the ankle, not the one that naturally comes to you, but maybe the opposite one. And maybe your knees retract one more time. And you can feel your hands coming towards your toes, towards your feet, towards your ankles, and then slowly bring your knees, and then be sure that you have enough room behind you. We're going to allow the spine to be benefited through the movement. So observing that your breath comes from the gut. So every time that you exhale, you're going to propel air out through forward, and your spine and back is going to fall back. And every time that you inhale, we're going to come back slowly, very gently rounding the massage of the spine area. So slowly exhale and then breathe as if your back is gently coming towards the ground, and feel your body rolling, inhaling, holding. And your feet may come a little bit higher. Maybe your knees are really bent. Observe what happens if your feet come a little bit closer to your shoulders, so that's even available to your body. Take a long inhalation. And maybe with the momentum, as my hips are almost rolling, as my arms are almost pulling my legs over my head so my hips roll, exhale and let that rocking feeling come slowly. I might can even hold behind the knees, behind the hamstrings, to roll back into center position. And exhale slowly and feel your body just moving gently forward. And so how does it feel to roll very gently forward, and then playfully moving your spine forward, maybe your head moving all the way towards the ground, extending your head. One more time, breathe all the way out, and then roll very gently. Spine back upright, never forcing your neck. It's not on your neck, it's not on your head. Hands on your feet or shins on knees. And then slowly exhale, round your spine, placing one vertebra at a time, and roll your knees over and hold it for a second. Deep breath. Allow your body to exhale, not your neck is not pushed, your shoulders not tense. Bring your feet to slowly come heels closer to your glutes for a second. Bend your knees even deeper. And then slowly bring your legs as if your legs are gaining a slight momentum to raise the hips, legs over your head, and then let the momentum build up so your body come back slowly into sitting position. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale all the way through. Now that your body has the muscle memory, now that you know how to fold forward as you exhale slowly in front of your body towards the ground, and let the spine really stretch. And let your final exhalation that comes from the gut breathe all the way through, and roll one more time slowly upright, and then roll all the way softly towards the back, raise your legs, and then come slowly forward. One more time, breathing in, exhale forward, come up in the center, breathing in, at your own pace and comfort, exhale, moving your legs and hips, and then rock your body back, inhale, exhaling forward towards the ground as if your forehead were to touch the floor, and come back, inhale, deep breath in, and then with the same momentum, rock your body softly forward and feel how that massages your spine. One inhalation, slowly breathing in and breathing slowly forward towards the ground, single breath. Inhale all the way up and exhale all the way forward. One more time, breathing in, raising legs, knees, exhale slowly forward. Beautiful. Last time, breathe in. So what are you thinking about? Are you putting pressure on your neck or shoulders? Are you really rounding the spine, massaging? Are you concentrating as your body inhales? Find your rhythm, the intensity, exhale all the way out forward in front of your body. Come back to the center. If you're ready, and when you're ready, stay with your head low. Deep movements around the head, exhale slowly. Allow your arms and hands to support the position. Bring your knees off the ground, extend your legs slowly forward. Feel that your body slowly settles into this position, and allow the elbows to come gently behind. So your elbows and forearms come to the ground. The palms of the hands are wider than the elbows. So find that your shoulders are rolling back and your chest is lifted and your head is hugged through the cervical spine, right? The cervical spine is being hugged by your clavicle and by your collarbones as they shift back, and your scapular area as they compress against the vertebra of your neck, and your head easily stays upright. Breathing in, and when your body's ready, allow your legs to slowly raise off the ground and extend up towards the sky. Breathing in and holding your legs perpendicular for a second. Feel your body supported. Find that your toes and legs are supported. Breath in. And when your body's ready, your right leg slowly gently moves forward towards the ground as if you're just about to touch the ground through your right heel, active toes, and then inhale, raise. Your shoulder blades are holding the neck. Your jaw is drawn in as exhale. The opposite side, the opposite leg, left leg drops, and you raise it up, not through your thigh, but through your tummy. Right leg slowly softens towards the ground. Inhaling gently. Again, as you exhale, the left foot drops with your abdomen flattening. It doesn't matter how far, it doesn't matter how locked your knees are. Right side, right leg slowly softens towards the ground, and you raise it up, breathing in. Left leg all the way very nice to the ground. Last inhalation. Exhale through the right side. Last final movement. Feel your body raising up. Left leg. Exhale. Finally towards the ground as your both legs inhale slowly. And then bend your knees. Find your feet into the ground. Palms and hands are wide, wide, wide. Your body's ready to exhale. Your feet become very wide away from each other, about shoulder distance at most. Knees are flexed. Hands into the ground. You're going to raise your body into hands and feet, and your head is going to slowly shift behind. And so can you feel that your body is slowly rolling your shoulder blades back, and you're not hanging on the shoulders, but you're allowing your neck and your head to just move easily, and your spine lengthens, your glutes are holding the hips, and your abdomen flattens, and your chest is lifting. Last time, breath in, never lock. Exhale and release your hips slowly towards the ground. Very nice. Breath in, open your legs very gently in front of your body, wide apart, and bring your body slowly forward as if your hands are coming towards the thighs, towards your shins, never locking the elbows. Extend slowly towards the ankles, towards the feet, towards the top of your feet. None of those is better than the one that feels most comfortable for your body. And let your spine slowly roll very gently forward, and see that the opposite movement, right? The extension forward, that your hamstrings, that your legs, that your neck, that your spine moves out away from the hips, that you're grounding through your sitting bones, and you feel that your body and your heart leads the position forward. And your jaw draws in, lengthening the vertebrae column without having your shoulder blades pull away from your back. That your shoulder blades fit into that sweet spot in your upper back. So how does it feel for my shoulders to be right in that perfect spot, that I'm not forcing anything, that my elbows are able to soften. Last time, breathe all the way through as if your forehead were to slowly touch the ground, and then kindly raise as your hands walk up your legs wherever they might be, exhaling all the way through. Beautiful. Allow your legs to slowly come towards each other, and then turn onto your one side. I'm going to start with my left side, so I'm looking at you and into the camera, but I could easily start it on my right side as well. So I'm going to start on my left side with my elbow on the ground, my forearm on the left hand across, so my elbows is slightly farther away from my shoulder, and I'm not holding in this position because it only adds the tension, right? If you're talking about physics, all the pressure is built onto the joint. But if you're extending a long line, then the normal force is then distributed into all the different points of support on the ground. And your right hand comes slowly in front of the body towards the ground. The left or the bottom leg comes forward. The top leg comes behind, just slightly open, and the body exhales. The head looks towards the ground, and I squeeze my glutes so I can feel the midsection, the waist area, and my palm of the right hand steady to the floor, and then very gently stay right here, pressing the heels, extend the body, open the shoulders, lengthen the neck. The head looks toward the ground, chest or up. It doesn't matter when your body's ready. Maybe for some of us, that's not enough in the position to feel the oblique muscles. Maybe the hips slowly come off the ground, and you can actually raise the hips slowly off the floor, and you breathe in. Heels press, the right hand stays, the right hand comes to the waist, the right hand comes towards the sky. Breathe in, not on the shoulder, not on the elbow, onto the oblique muscles. Find your last long stretch. Can you squeeze the glutes? Can you squeeze the tummy to really strengthen those muscles that hold the root of your back? Breath in, and then slowly let your hand come to the ground if it's not there, and hips slowly touch the floor. Very nice. Breathe in. I would turn immediately around to my back, bringing exactly in the opposite direction. I'm going to roll this way, and I'm not going to be facing you, so hopefully you can still hear me. The bottom leg in front, the top leg behind, the right elbow slightly farther away from my shoulder, the neck slowly aligned. Find that I extend my ribs from the ground and away from the hips, so my ribs are not dropped into the floor, but are lifted and then press away toward the head area. And my left hand comes to the ground for support, and I breathe, and then find the heels or the edges of my feet to give you that traction. And slowly, if my body's ready, stay right here. If my body's ready to go a little bit deeper, my hips come off the ground. And maybe the left hand comes slowly onto the hips, onto the sky, and you breathe in and you breathe out. 2 more times, enough to hold and to feel your glutes. Not to force. If your body needs to undo sooner, by all means, let your body tell you how far and how deep is deep enough for you. When your last long mission, feel your body strong, supported. Squeeze those glute muscles, and then exhale your left hand, hip, and waist. Breathe and sit very gently into one more time the opposite direction. We're going to repeat this because we like this so much. The left hip, especially for the crowd inside this rehearsed, finding the elbow and the shoulder aligned, the right hand slowly into the floor, finding the abdomen and the shoulders to be really broad, the jaw to be drawn in when your body's ready, and the heels and the edges of your feet are strong into the floor. Then kindly stay right there, or bring your hips and maybe your right hand and maybe your right arm. Slowly exhaling. 2 more times. Squeeze the glutes. Activate your rib cage. Open the shoulders. Beautiful. Are you breathing? Are you really observing the head and the neck to be aligned? Last long breath in, and then slowly press down, release. Bring your body to return one last time. You'll be happy to hear on the right hand side. Form, elbow, shoulders. Front foot is the bottom leg. Jaw draws in. Stay long or raise up. Breathe in. Exhale all the way through. Find your glutes. Find the spine. Take a long, deep breath. Find that your body is moving the hips. The hips are coming off the ground. Last long. Observe what are the muscles that are active in this position, and let your left hand help you release pressure. Very nice. One more time, come to sitting pose. Sit upright into Dandasana position. Allow your body to exhale. Beautiful. Feel your arms coming gently in front of your body, just shoulder height, right? We've activated the arms, activated the shoulder area. We're going to press the knuckles in front of your body. Inhale, and we're going to lean forward as if your knuckles are going to come past your knees, your shins, your ankles, your toes. Exhale, flatten your belly and extend your back and take it as little by little. Learn your body. So how far does it need to? Are you leading with your heart? Or are you leading with your chin or with your forehead? Can you find your body and your head surrenders, your neck aligns with the rest of the spine? Can you let your toes and feet still be active? Last two breaths. Observe the belly. Inhale deeply. Observe last one time that your body breathes all the way out and then slowly retract. One vertebra at a time, bending the elbows a little bit, placing the palms of hands in prayer pose in front of your chest. Sit upright. Very nice. Knees are never locked. You can bend as much as you need to. Breath in. And then as you exhale, your body leans softly back. Your knees do not need to be locked. You can slowly lean as far as your body allows it. Not all the way to the ground. Bend your knees if you need to. Extend your legs if you need to. Observe your tummy. Press your breast from the air against your thumbs and your thumbs against your breast from the air so the elbows and forearms are gently perpendicular towards each other. One more time. Breath in. Slowly exhale. Let your belly and your core muscles really build. Let your last long exhale to empty through. Your jaw draws in. Come back. Inhale into this pose. Fingers crossed, knuckles extend in front of your body, lead with your heart. Exhale slowly, your head aligns. One breath in, one breath out. Come back into Anjali Mudra, breath in, palms of the hands in front of the heart. Sit tall, sit on your sitting bones. One more time, breathe in, really find your seat. And as you exhale, you reach back. Hold one breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale all the way through, come up, inhale slowly into upright position, crossing fingers, extend forward, lead with your heart, exhale, exhale, flex, active toes, come back, inhale, breathing in, thumbs into your heart center, exhale back, breathe all the way. Come back, inhale, tall, 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 raise, 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 do not let your bodies fall, your torso fall, exhale slowly forward. Feel that your knees are never locked. And then come back, inhale, inhale, breathing through your nose. Sit tall, 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 reach back, exhale, exhale, beautiful. Come back, inhale into upright position. Forward, exhale, last time, knuckles extend gently towards the toes. And then raise your torso one vertebra at a time. Bring your body to reach, reach, reach. And then exhale finally, all the way behind you. Beautiful. Come back into center pose, breath in. As little as much as your body has reached. Maintain your body's position. Let your hands settle. Breathe in, allow your spine to slowly, bending your knees, your spine is going to roll down to the ground. So find your hands, your knees, on your hamstrings, on your thighs, or your glutes, and let your body roll gently towards the floor. Very gently, find every vertebra. It's not your neck, it's not resisting, it's finding the way down. And observe how far your body was able to come slowly towards the floor. Deep breath. With your knees bent, the palms of hands maybe on the floor, raise your head, or your legs towards the sky. Deep breath, point your toes, flex your toes, push your heels or any space in between. Find that your legs are active, breath in, lengthen one more time, feel that your body stretches, shoulder blades into the floor, that you're pressing down into the ground, through the back of the arms, all the way towards your fingers, and your jaw is not lifted but drawn in. Last long deep breath in, and when your body's ready, bend your knees, exhale, exhale. Let your feet slowly settle to the ground, heels, toes are light, hands come towards the glutes, towards the hamstrings, your shoulder blades raise, and your body comes slowly into sitting position. Very, very gentle, not because you're pushing, not because you're forcing your body, slowly. Deep breath. Exhale all the way through. Find your body to be tall and extended. Exhale all the way out. Bring your arms forward and up towards the sky, raising your arms above the shoulders. Find your abdomen, find your lower back, find your oblique muscles, all the energy around your waist. Is it just grounding? Is it settling down? Is it depositing? Or can you carry it up? Can you lift it up? Can you lead this with your heart? Last one time, breath in. Hands on the back of your legs or on top of your shins and roll all the way to the floor. Slowly finding your way towards the ground. Exhale, exhale. Bring the back of the arms and shoulder blades into the floor while your legs flex and extend towards the sky. Breath in above the hips. Find that the back of the arms, the back of the hands, the back of the elbows, the back of your shoulder blades are fully against the floor. Take a deep breath in. When your body is ready, exhale, bending the knees. Very gently, feel how your body moves. Your hands come towards the glutes, thighs, and legs, not forcing, slowly, slowly. Find that your body rounds and rolls and raises and sits upright. Exhales into the sitting pose, raises the arms above the shoulders. Breath in. Exhale all the way through. One inhalation. One more time. Can you find dedication to your body? Breathe. And then find that strength that is within you. Allow your body to roll for the final time, all the way towards the ground. Exhale, exhale. A full final last set. Palms of hands into the floor, your knees inhale and raise towards the sky as we breathe in. Settle through the back of the shoulder blades. Last one breath. Inhale. Bending knees and placing feet into the ground, not to force. It's not swinging your body. It's slowly carrying your shoulder blades and let your body, again, one more time, carry you gently back into sitting pose. Walk slowly without pinching your neck or shoulder blades and raising your arms towards the space above the shoulders. If that's even possible, let your last one breath, inhale, and then exhale, slowly round all the way to the ground until we stay flat into the floor. Very kindly, very nice. Observe hands and arms settle, take a deep breath. Feet are on the ground, soles of your feet are on the floor, the head is gently relaxed. Observe your body one more time in this position. When your body is ready, let your right foot to come slowly over the left lower thigh. So your right sole of the foot, heel toes are aligned with that left knee, the left thigh. Foot is perfectly aligned. And when your body's ready, we're going to slowly let the left leg drop completely with your left knee as bent as possible, right? You're going to lift that left thigh or let that left thigh come close to the ground. And what does it mean to press slowly? And what does it mean, excuse me, towards the right side? And the right hip, is the right hip really tall and moving through while the right shoulder remains on the floor and the right hand remains onto the ground, the back of the hand and the palm of the hand. And your right knee comes farther forward because your right foot is pressing on your thigh. You have that as leverage. And you can bring that knee closer towards the ground. And you find your body twisting so you can still feel that midsection of your body. That you're letting go of your gut area. You're letting go of all the pressure on the hips and lower back to stretch, again, those hips, that lower back area, that you feel the internal organs, the internal muscles of the abdomen that we've been working just very lightly today. Can you feel those abdominal muscles just stretching, internally moving the inner lining of that hip, the inner lining of the iliac sacrum joint? Can you feel your abdominal cavity, the lower back muscles? Let the right shoulder comes deeper and deeper towards the floor while the right knee comes deeper and deeper towards the ground. Is your left arm helping you by touching slowly? Never undo drastically from this position. Can you let your last two breaths? So maybe your head already has gone and looking away from that right knee towards the right hand to add a full twist on the spine. When the body is ready, you can feel the full twisting of the torso and all the nerves and subtle layers of your body. Kindly breathe calmly out, and then slowly take away any pressure you may have applied with your left hand. And maybe your left arm helps the right knee, and maybe the left hand helps the left knee. Maybe your feet come back to, or your legs come to original position as your right foot and does from the thigh area settling. Check your feet, check your back. How does it feel on the right side versus the left side? Can you feel a distance, a movement, a separation? Can you feel your joints in a different way? Can you feel the internal organs, maybe your liver on the ascending and first half of the transverse colon, the small intestines, all working, all being massaged, all being contributed. The head of your pancreas, the biliary gland, I mean, all those other accessories to our digestive system, and feeling the effect of that. Can you let your body exhale, so all toxicity leaves your lungs, and bring your left foot to then do the opposite movement. That means your left foot is settled onto the lower thigh, close to your knee without putting pressure easily. And maybe your right toes lift, so you're pivoting through your right heel, and your right leg slowly moves out towards the right side of your body. And you let in slow movement. Again, never rushing these are big movements for your back. These are big movements for your hips. These are big movements for even your neck and shoulder blades. And then I'm just giving, again, pointers of where your body might feel going. It doesn't mean that it necessarily has to go all the way. So when I say that my right leg is as flexed as needed, doesn't mean that yours have to be as flexed as needed. Or touching the ground doesn't mean that yours have to touch the ground. Maybe my left knee and my right arm work together to place the entire left knee all the way across and towards the floor, so it touches softly your knee, and your head and shoulder blades and spine just twists, and you can feel how the body, by simple twisting, arranges and rearranges all those organs into the abdominal cavity. And maybe it's around the hip muscles and joints, and maybe it's about breath, and your breath is your breath shortened. Can you let for a second go of any expectations of your body? And maybe your head is already looking out towards the left side to observe your abdomen, your belly, your rib cage completely release, and your left shoulder blade touches as close to the floor as it needs to. And with every second that the body stays in this position, the deeper, the more your body understands the movement, the more you're squeezing and massaging those organs in the abdominal cavity, your reproductive system, your digestive system, all those glands of your endocrine system are being massaged into the abdominal cavity area. Let your last gentle breath. Is your breath really able to expand through the wings, through the rib cage rather than just the base of the abdomen? And as you exhale all the way through, kindly undo very gently your right arm, because if it was involved at all, and your left knee maybe comes on its own, or you held it with your right hand to come back to center, and your body slowly gently flexes through that right knee. And your neck and shoulders are relaxed, and you breathe in, and your left foot slowly touches the ground, and you can feel the left foot now softly exhaling. And you observe your body one more time to breathe in, and maybe your legs contract your knees in over your abdomen to slowly press with your hands towards your hamstrings, towards your hips, towards your knees, towards your shins, and your knees come slowly towards each other, and you find your body pressing gently to massage, to embrace those legs if needed, to feel that your hands are interlacing fingers, you're looking or touching your wrists, your forearms, and the elbows and shoulder blades come towards the ground, and your jaw draws in. And can you find and can you feel the intentional energy of your practice? Is this a loving practice for your body? Can you feel how the observation of the breath, the space that we create within us, as difficult as it may have been for some of us to come to yoga today, to show up to our yoga practice? Can you concentrate on the benefit that you're receiving, on the shift of your attention, of all the other things that may seem so large before our yoga practice, maybe become less large right now? I learned to let my belly and my gut feeling release, taking a soft breath in to expand not my belly, but my ribs, the sides of my shoulder blades. And I feel how my expansion opens those parts of my body. And the exhalation comes from my belly. I still use my diaphragm to feel a deeper connection to my gut. Last full breath in. The jaw, the neck aligns, feel your body. You don't have to be moving drastically to feel, again, drastic benefits into your body. When your body is ready, allow your hands to hold behind your hamstrings, to raise your knees, to extend your legs, to slowly reach with your legs gently above your body, as if you're just reaching for your back of your legs, maybe towards the toes. Maybe your legs stay just as tall as they need to be with your jaw drawn in, and lengthen the vertebrae column from the base of your head by tucking the mandible, the jaw, drawing it into your throat. You feel the neck realigning. The shoulder blades are not placed on the floor. For some of us, the legs come slowly off the ground, and you can feel, or your legs slowly come over your head, so your shoulder blades, they stay on the floor, but your hips may roll gently off the ground, and you can feel the body just extending. And you breathe in. Your neck is never pushed. Your shoulders are not lifted, so you're not putting pressure in your neck area, and you breathe in. So how does it feel to contract and support? Can you let for a second all expectations out and just be? All resistance, all this idea of my body being too much this or too little that. Let your breath guide you. One last full inhalation. When the body exhales, slowly roll your hips, roll your knees so your feet come gently towards the ground, and allow the soles of your feet to slowly come to the floor. The exhalation to slowly soften the arms and shoulders. Those deep movements into the torso, into the, again, cranial nerves that activate the entire gut area. So the nerves that connect your brain, or your brain stem, to your vital organs in your thorax and abdomen are being massaged and compressed. By releasing this position, softens, and there's a direct biofeedback. So your body, as it relaxes the pressure into your organs, tells your brain to also soften. In the same way, that biofeedback mechanism that your physical body is telling by movement to release those tension points in your vertebrae column, relaxes slowly those muscles on your spine, and your arms, and your head slowly settles. And maybe your right leg one more time comes, this time all the way across, slowly crosses over as if it's hanging over the left knee, over the left thigh. And the body exhales your legs towards the left side. And it doesn't matter how far your body rotates, exhale, and gently. Maybe I can use my left hand to give me a little bit of support, and maybe allow the twist to come a little bit deeper. Or maybe my right arm, right elbow, bend the elbow 90 degrees if needed, or my right shoulder blade extends and the head looks slowly out gently towards the right side of my body. Do not move too quickly, because you lose the feeling. And what happens when it's slow rotation and then slow movement activates different parts of the body, and the body starts becoming its own healing mechanism. That you can tap into the idea that you don't have to move big, you don't have to have drastic activity for your body to have drastic gains and awareness and healing and health. Let your eyes, let your facial expression be exactly where it needs to be, in a gentle, peaceful exhalation. And maybe the breath comes through your mouth for just a few seconds, breathing out through your mouth to really empty from the gut, from the hips, from the floor of your pelvic area. And then inhale through your nose into your chest to open those shoulders, to realign your neck area. And then the exhalation one more time empties from the gut, from the belly button area, all the way through your mouth. Last time, can you observe the breath through your nose and exhale through your mouth? And then, as gentle as you can be, let your knees, let your hands and arms carry your legs back to center. Slow motion. Realign. Take a second. Take inventory of your body. Bring your right leg and doing it from the left leg and switch immediately for your left leg to kindly hang on the right side of your right leg. And your legs or knees are as bent as needed, or as extended as needed as well. It's a different way of saying it. And my knees come slowly towards the opposite direction, towards the right side, and I can flex them and bend them and adjust them as much as comfortable. And maybe my right hand helps to press lightly, not to force, but to invite and guide my left leg to come across my hips and all the muscles around the glute, right? We want to activate those muscles. These are not only muscles, but it's all the layers. Your fascia, the tissue on the adipose section, the actual dermis, which is the layer on top of the little layer of adipose cells or fat cells that are important for your body. We need fat cells to create a lot of, not only in the physical sense, as in protecting us from heat and providing us a sense of protection, but also really important into the connection of our, or even constitution of our nerve cells. So allow your body, again, shifting away from all these preconceptions that we may have of what the body has too much or too little of. And the head looks over the left shoulder and the jaw draws in, and the extension of the leg to the right side opens the spine and really creates a movement around the center of the body. And my body surrenders with every breath a little bit deeper. And my breath really massages a little bit deeper into your abdomen, into your waist. Although you may not think you're working with your abdominal muscles, you're really working with your obliques, with the muscles of the structure of your hips, with the belly moving the abdominal cavity. Last, head able to softly look out towards the left side of your body, not because you're moving it forcefully, you're inviting a soft, gentle movement. Final inhalation, taking your time. Observe very, very, very gently all the way out, and invite your right hand to come towards the right knee. Maybe your knees come on their own. Maybe your right hand supports by a slow motion. You don't have to rush. Pay attention as your body undoes. What do you feel? What parts of your body? Is there a sense of release when your left leg remains over your right? Is my neck and my shoulder blades and my head into the right placement? Is my left leg ready to slowly come out of the right side of my leg and place it gently into the floor, very, very slow. And allowing for my shoulders, neck to move away from the base of my hips. So my back is really long, not forcing it, and letting the heels of my feet to slowly walk towards each other. Then the root of my big toe in particular and the pinky toe in particular touch each other, flexing the toes, open the inner thighs, moving the heels closer to the groin area. And the abdomen and the neck and the spine lengthen. And I can feel my legs, the heels of my feet as close to the groin as possible. So my movement of the abdomen, because I'm flattening my ribs towards the ground. My lower back flattens. Then that allows my hips and the very tip of the hip bone or the iliac crest to slowly open away from each other and letting those joints that connects my right and my left hip to just shift. And that will affect the lumbar spine and the sacrum and the base of my spine. And how is that connected to my neck and my shoulders? Can allow my facial expression, eyes and lips and tongue to be soft. And maybe the elbows are able to slowly bend and the palms of hands slowly come towards each other in front of my heart center into Anjali Mudra. Pressing lightly into my fingers, to the root of my fingers and to the heel of my hands. And my thumbs press slowly and gently against my heart center. And the palms of hands press lightly so I can feel how by pressing hand against hand, the shoulder blades extend away from each other and the jaw draws in and the crown of it extends and there's room in the space between my thorax and the root of my head. And I breathe in and I breathe all the way out. Last 2 breaths. Flatten the belly, make sure that your ribs are moving also, that you're creating a rhythm, a wave-like movement of your tummy, and narrowing the waist of your body and torso slowly towards the ground. As you exhale, kindly bring your hands to undo. Open them gently wide outside your body. Palms of hands maybe touching the floor. Very mindful of wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Bring your knees towards each other. Let your body exhale. Feel that your left leg extends out in front of your body, just your left leg. And your right leg slowly going to hide gently the toes of the right foot behind the kneecap or knee. And the body is able to slowly roll gently the right knee across the body towards the left. So the knee flexes over the left leg towards the ground. And maybe your left hand holds onto that thigh and helps that right knee come all the way across your body. And the toes of the right foot are still touching the space behind my left knee. And then he moves, and the hips move, and the spine moves, and my right arm is slowly opening in the opposite direction. And with every breath, I go deeper. I can feel my body going slightly deeper into the twist. Inhale. Exhale all the way through. Last 2 breaths. Can they really exhale to depth to find your tummy, all the root from your belly, exhaling out. Inhale gently and allow the right leg to slowly maybe extend the leg out and stretch your knee and maybe just a little bit, or maybe the left hand comes to the hamstring and to the knee, to the calf, to the ankle, maybe all the way towards the tip of the right toes. It doesn't matter. And find your body stretching and let your body inhale and exhale all the way through. Beautiful. Observe what muscles and what parts of your body are moving, and is your left leg extended in front of your body still stretched? And what is the energy that you are feeling within this? What are you capturing in your mind, in your heart, as your body moves and stretches? Can I observe my belly, my lower back, and my glutes to slowly release any pressure? Can I sustain? So I'm not doing an effort, but it's passively letting my body stretch. Can I allow in the last 2 breaths, not my knees or my joints of the hip or lower back to be tense, but to slowly realign. As the body exhales, kindly with your left hand, maybe bend the right knee, bring it slowly around. Allow your right foot to come towards the ground. Contract your left knee. Extend your right leg. Bring your left toes behind the right kneecap and roll your left knee across your body as if you're just really stretching gently the outside of that left hip waist area until your left knee comes as close to the ground as possible, and maybe your right hand helps in that, and your left leg extends and you rotate deeply into this position. And your left shoulder and shoulder blade are as close to the ground. If you need to bend the elbow or shift the position of the arm forward towards the hips or higher towards the head, whichever is most appropriate for your chest. Allow your body to gently surrender to the movement. A very passive stretch, right? Taking care of our spine, taking care of our hips, observing that midsection of your body that we seldom take care of. Even when we stand or sit, we're not actively engaging those muscles, we are letting them passively release. So this is the time to gain mobility and extend, to really open layers and layers of muscle fibers. Is my head and my breath aligned? So that means my head is not tense and it's not trying to fight the position. My head is looking towards the right side, towards my right knee, and my breath is not tense. I'm not trying to hold my breath because that means I've gone too far. Am I able to, is it a matter of just letting go, exhaling, that is, letting your air cleanse? Can you let your body one more time really move through your hips, through your abdomen? Inhale deeply. Let your body exhale. And maybe for some of us, the left leg extends a little bit and moves as far as you're gonna go, or maybe your left leg moves even farther and farther incrementally until your right hand touches the toes, the foot, the ankle, the thigh, the hamstring, and you feel your body stretching, and you feel your hips rotating, and see what parts of your body are really, really stretching. And why is it so important to stretch things? Right? The closing of the body, tension, fear, acting out of protection, acting out of self-defense, to react to things and close the body. So things that just harden the heart. And then we're thinking about yoga is about the opposite, to soften your heart, to let your body be gently extended, to find a connection that we're presenting to the world, a body that is open, that moves and exudes that internal energy, that we're just conduits, that our physical body is simply a conduit to that internal presence of divinity. And we're just simply a way to manifest love, that divine love that resides in everybody. And that's how we may create this space and room and ability for many of us to also participate, to in a very subtle way change the world around us. And it's not by talking, it's not by saying anything, it was simply our body, posture, and energy. Finally, when your body is ready to exhale, bring your right hand to help you to slowly draw, to move, to shift, to come back kindly and gently into the center pose, allowing your left leg to eventually stretch all the way forward and stay for a few seconds into laying down position, into Shavasana pose, to find the perfect position for your body with your heels walking away from your hips so your back is rested through your hips are slowly opening, so feel that your tip of the hip bones is rolling away from each other, creating enough activity on your thighs and space between your legs so your kneecaps also roll out, so your toes roll out, so your ankles open, that your arms open wide, that your shoulder blades slowly move towards the center of your back while the tip of the shoulders open your heart and chest. And the head and the neck move farther away from the shoulder area. So your extension comes out through the heels and in opposite direction to the crown. And can you, for a few seconds, rest your body? We push, push, push. We unconsciously go through from thing to thing, forgetting that those are all material engagements many times. So what is our spiritual engagement as the body becomes softened, as we take care of this temple of the spirit? And I observe a gentle breath out from the gut to the chest area. Past 2 times. Final inhalation. And then release. Just let anything and everything sink to the ground. Invite a very gentle movement through toes, feet, fingers and hands, legs and arms, hips and shoulders. Maybe the knees are able to bend lightly, to lengthen the back area, to roll into fetal pose for 2 breaths, exhaling onto your side, whichever is your favorite side to roll over. Once your body is able to breathe kindly out from your gut, may, again, your pacing is your room, is your time with your body. You can allow your body to roll very gently off the ground, back upright. And you observe your body coming gently towards the sitting position. And your legs and feet extend, open. You can stay into Sukhasana position. You can cross your legs in whichever most comfortable position your body allows. Breathe your hips into the ground in as many and slow motions as your body needs to. There's no rush. There's no need to undo all the careful work that you've done, all the body work that you've done through the entire yoga practice. And the body inhales and exhales slowly. One more time. observing your abdomen, your chest, your shoulders, the hands, the softness of your fingers, and maybe your arms come wide, to just extend slowly the energy around you, around your room, as if you're just really opening your own internal energy. And it's not yours. You simply are being a conduit through it to let your body extend it around, to let the hands touch, and surrender your hands as you exhale into your heart center. To invite, to let and give enough room. Right? We occupy ourselves with so much. We build so much and take so much real estate of our mind, of our head, into so many other things. When do we create room? So maybe the yoga practice is about that. It's about making those movements so we can create room, and there's space for then that vibration of harmony, the vibration of peacefulness, the vibration of truth, and most importantly, to manifest, to realize God, or a synonym of God is love, selfless, costless, divine love.